I'm Shauna O'Hara. I'm 13 years old. I'm a student at St. Rose of Lima Catholic School in Miami Shores.
I'm Paul Groff. I wear many hats. So currently, for the last 20 years, I've been teaching biology for work. But before that, I spent 20 years as a professional musician and owner of a music shop and teaching music.
I've been taking piano lessons since I was 6 years old, in this room as well. Most likely sitting at this piano. I also do Irish dancing. I've done Irish dancing basically my whole life, but I started when I was 3 learning steps. I've danced for about 10 years. My first fesh, which are dance competitions, was whenever I was 4, and then I started doing the World Championships. Well, I think with my experience in Irish dancing, it definitely helps with rhythm and my understanding of how Irish music is played and how it sounds. So I think I have a real connection. Whenever I play Irish music, I can go back to how I would be dancing and make sure that I'm not going too fast or going too slow, and that I would be able to dance to it if I was dancing and playing the piano at the same time. Well, I feel that the dancing helps me because whenever I'm dancing, I'm not really tapping my feet to listen to the music. I'd be dancing with my feet to make noises. So most times I don't tap my feet because I have it all in my head from doing dancing. And most other musicians would be tapping their feet the whole time. So sometimes I try to do that, but I can never sync it, so I just have it in my head.
Well, I kind of feel like there's something about the music and the dance together, right? They are together. There's it's like a multi-dimensional thing, and each person only taps into part of that, I mean, if there's music and dance going on, there's a tune. It's a particular kind of a dance meter, like a reel maybe. There's a tune, there's a reel, and a dancer can interact with it in a certain way. And a really good dancer, a musician can hear the tune and the dancing, It's not just the rhythm, but even the pitches. You can get pitches out of the floor, I'm sure you do that. And some of the old styles, they really got different pitches, And, a melody musician is maybe trying to do what I said earlier, which is to try and kind of get a little bit of the sound of the dance into it as well. So there's a thing, and none of us have the whole thing. When I moved to Florida, as I said, there wasn't much traditional music for me compared to Boston, where I had 20 students a week and a gig every night in an Irish bar. But here in Florida is the best Irish musician in the country, if not the world, James Kelly, and that's the son of John Kelly. James's daughter Sarah was my student back 10 years ago. And now it's really a great honor for me to have another student representing another thing I do, which is accompanying the music. We say backing in Irish music. So I used to get a lot of gigs in Boston backing on guitar accompaniment for great musicians. And I did that pretty much every night of the week. And piano as well is something that I love to play for Irish music. And Shauna already played the piano, and I knew your mom and dad from our gigs together with the dance school. And I said, Nicola, as Shauna's mother, Nicola, Shauna might enjoy learning how to accompany the traditional Irish music, because when you go to a fesh or when you go to Ireland, you'll be able to fit into any music session. If you can take your fantastic piano chops that you already have playing classical music and just learn a different way to think about it. Accompanying in Irish music, it's all about your ears. There's things you got to be able to do. You got to be able to actually physically achieve, the play at a certain time. Your hands have to be at the service of your mind, but it's more about who you're playing with and listening to them and tuning into that. And see, this is the thing that takes a long time to get perfect, Well, if accompanying is like that kind of listening and that, kind of great, generous gift of supporting the soul of another creative person making music, right? What else is like that is teaching. I've been a teacher all my life in biology and teaching music. And you are listening intently. Teaching that way is a form of accompaniment. And in fact, when I play along with them, I play the melody with them and support them and try and, listen here. You're helping them do it right. Kind of like your little toddler just learning how to, or a baby that's learning how to walk, and you're walking around the room with them and you're kind of showing them how to do it right and supporting where they might fall, right? But so this is like the whole thing squared. So this is like teaching accompaniment. So you're teaching, listening, but when I play with you and you're accompanying, it's almost like I'm accompanying you with the concertina.
I feel like I have more of an open mind whenever I see no sheet music, and I've learned that sometimes mistakes are good because then you can learn from them and know what not to do and what to do.
Or you find something that's beautiful,
Yeah.
even though you didn't mean to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard you do that many times. It always puts a smile on my face.